Greetings YouTube, I'm Digikai. Remember me? You know that guy that did the Dragon Ball Evolution review? You don't? Well, me neither. Now let's talk Dragon Ball. Again. Actually, yes, the sequel to Dragon Ball Z that some fans don't even recognize its existence. So, if you don't know the story of Dragon Ball GT, then you're one of the lucky ones. But since I'm an asshole like that, I'm going to ruin it for you. Practically, the story of GT is about a character that no one remembers wishing Goku to be a child in order to finally defeat him. Because child abuse is the answer to everything? So after his plan fails on the first episode, because let's face it, it's GT, Goku now has to find the Dark Star Dragon Balls in order to return to adulthood. Oh, and also something about two useless characters, a Power Ranger billing, a baby Vegeta, and Incest 17. Sorry, Super Incest 17. Oh, and it also did turn this guy from this.
It was a nice warm-up before the real Super Saiyan arrived. Hey, Frieza!
To this.
Hand, give me that override key this instant!
Why? So you can take me back to my boring life on Earth? Forget it!
Hand, this mission's way too dangerous for a child, please!
Like I care?
Now you can see where the hate comes from. So, why am I talking about a spin-off that should have never existed? 2 words. Final Bout. The game that was released in 1997 was supposed to be the jump from 2D Dragon Ball games to 3D Dragon Ball games. It was also the first GT game ever released to this day. It was supposed to be the ultimate Dragon Ball fighter, taking elements from the previous game, Ultimate Battle 22 and Dragon Ball Z The Legend. It was also the first game to feature special key attacks that at the time were really outstanding for even a PlayStation game. Now, I know what you're thinking. If this game was supposed to set an example of future Dragon Ball games, how come it's less known than the others? Well, that was the same question I had until I got my hands on the game. Note, before I start this, I would like to know that I'm playing the American version of this game. Why? Because I couldn't get hold of the Japanese version, which I hear is 10 times better than the rehashed North American version of this game. Now that I got that out of the way, let's dive into Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. The game has 4 modes: Battle, Tournament, and Build-Up, and the prestigious Option Mode. Battle Mode is similar to an arcade mode. You pick a character and battle a certain amount of characters. However, before we step into fighting, there's one little problem I need to say.
You look strong. This should be a good fight. I won't let you interfere.
Okay, one big fucking problem. You know that feeling when someone like this
now I'm free to give it everything I've got.
What?
tries to sound like this?
Is that Gohan? His key is different than before, and he's not so unskilled.
Now, when a Dragon Ball game can't even get the voices right, you know you're going to have a fucking problem. I'm a bit skeptical about this game. Now, if you can tolerate the butchering of your favorite Dragon Ball characters, you can step into the gameplay. Now, the controls consist of square and circle for punching and kicking, X for blocking, and L1 to dash. Now, it doesn't sound that complicated, but if you play the freaking game, it's like trying to play Street Fighter with a Rubik's Cube. It just doesn't work sometimes, and you'll be lucky if you manage to pull off a special move, or even worse, a meteor combo. The hits don't connect together. If you hit a character, they go flying straight through the screen. You can literally win by just doing this over and over. The moves are hard to pull off. I needed a guide to even figure out how to do the first move, and the meteor combos are more than impossible. All the characters look like they're constipated and... God, sorry. Second chance. Sorry, I went into that ranting mode again. Alright, so the characters. It gives you the multiple options from Goku to another Goku, and even Trunks. Actually, you do have all the big time players from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, with the exception of 50 Gokus and 10 Trunks. The arcade mode seems endless. I never really got to the end of it. You do unlock characters as you go, so give this game credit for that. The tournament mode is made more to play with friends, and I'll give the game credit for that too. At least it's fun when you get a bunch of people and just play with luck that you win. You know, like Russian roulette. The build-up mode was the only good thing that came out of this game, and it didn't even originate in this game. It carried over from Ultimate Battle 22. The concept is that you level up your character by fighting others, and you save it to your memory card. So if your friend unfortunately had this game, you can school him while not knowing what you're doing. Russian roulette. And that's pretty much it for Dragonball GT Final Bout. Wait! Of course the option mode. It's the most beautiful thing this game has to offer. I mean, look at those options. The sound. The sound. And that was Dragonball GT Final Bout. It's the first 3D Dragon Ball fighting game. Whether Japan praised it as a great hit, I say it's below average. With sluggish controls and the voices, oh god, the voices. Now I know why they never made a GT game, and I hope it stays that way. I'm Digikai, and Goku, let's go. Your people need you.